How can workflow software improve my business processes? Workflow software will not fix your broken process problem. I'm going to tell you exactly what will. Did you start using a workflow software and then just gave up? Listen to this video so you can understand why. Avoid this big mistake when you start using a workflow software. By the end of this video, you will understand how workflow software can help you track progress, increase accountability, and bring clarity to your team. Here's a question for you. Should you use workflow software in order to manage and execute your processes? If you want my opinion, the answer is absolutely yes. We use it internally in our business, and we also recommend it for clients. Now, what is a workflow software? A workflow software is a software where you can manage the different workflows that exist in your business, whether it's a generic task management software or a workflow software that is specific to your industry. While you can use other tools, even a spreadsheet, in order to manage workflow, workflow softwares are designed specifically to do that, to manage your workflow, to execute your processes, and to make sure that accountability is there to execute those processes. Now, what are the challenges in using workflow softwares? One of the main challenges is that people just create different tasks or use it as a to-do list as opposed to use it as an integrative, collaborative tool. So the question is, how can we make it work in the most efficient way? Well, the solution is to identify and document your processes beforehand. If you understand the processes and you have the workflows documented and fleshed out, then you can figure out how to use the workflow software in order to execute each one of those tasks, and also how to build the different spaces and the different parts of the workflow software so they're all aligned in order to achieve a uniform result every single time. Now, workflow softwares or workflow tools have many beneficial features that can help you run and manage your teams, such as automation, team collaboration, task management, and so on. It gives you visibility, it gives accountability, and it makes it easier to see what needs to be done in order to execute each step of the process. Here are some examples of how you can use a workflow software in order to execute your process. You can use it for onboarding new employees. You can have a task, you can have a template there for each step of the onboarding process. And then when you hire a new employee, you can use that template for that particular employee to ensure that each one of the steps is being done. Another example, let's say you have a marketing project that you have to execute. You can create a task for each one of the steps that need to be executed, assign it to the different team members, and then collaborate with comments within that task on what is being done until the task is completed. But as you heard me say in my other videos, and you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to hear what those are, you have to have the processes well defined before you use any technology tools. And the same applies for the workflow softwares that you might want to use. When your processes are well documented, well defined, and mapped, then you can use technology like workflow software or workflow tools to execute those processes. But it's not the other way around. If you do not have your processes documented, it will end up being chaotic and hard to manage, and that tool ends up not being used anymore. I can't emphasize enough, but technology brings your processes to life. It can actually be detrimental to just start using technology and using technology without understanding what you're doing and without having your processes well documented. Now that you understand that it's crucial that you have your processes well documented before using a workflow software, I want you to watch the next video that will walk you through how to create the right processes. Thank you for watching. This is Adi, and I've been a process consultant for over 30 years, and I'm here to help you systematize your business. So subscribe to my channel and watch the other videos.